Leo, welcome to your lunar eclipse in Scorpio reading. And let's see what the advice is for you at this time as this lunar energy is hitting your fourth house, having to do with home, family, sense of belonging. By the way, major theme in this Cancer reading. If you have a lot of Cancer placements, you might want to go check that one out. Something that's probably coming to an end or, culmination with, this area of your life. And yes, fourth house is very Cancerian. Um, let's see what it is that Leo is being asked to, well, let's see what Leo is being empowered by right now. Okay, the Hangman. You know what? If you feel that you've been stuck in some way, if you feel that you've been going through this feeling of martyrdom, okay, I hate to say it like that. There's something that you are getting out of things being kind of in stasis right now. And I don't know if it's empowering you because you are coming out of this with some kind of enlightenment or perspective that you would not have otherwise had you not gone through this time of maybe personal sacrifice, having to wait on something, particularly commitments, okay, related to commitments, okay. What is disempowering Leo right now? This might have to do with children, childhood, nostalgia, things from your past, some of you reminiscing about better days gone by. And in some way, that is actually not helping you, okay? Things that maybe you have become familiar with and you need to start something new, right? Especially with that um, solar eclipse we just had in Aries. It's about the new that, this old stuff is holding you back, okay? The stuff from the past holding you back. But again, being held back is a positive here as you are getting empowerment through gaining a higher perspective, gaining some kind of enlightenment. What is it you need to release? And I'm getting two cards, some kind of very painful ending, maybe having to do with people that you were networking with, maybe people that you shared resources with, if you were like on some kind of team within a workplace. And I'm sorry to say if there was some type of backstabbing going on. I really hate to say that. That's, the people were not loyal to you, and that's a big issue for y'all. Y'all cannot have that. Um, for others of you, it may not have been anything personal at all. It's just thing after thing after thing that culminates in this defeat in terms of people that you've been pulling resources together with or collaborating with in some way. There's been some kind of painful ending here. And I think the advice is that you have got to release this. Now, what is it that Leo is being asked to embrace? I'm getting two cards as well. Well, it's all about you, right? There's that King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Seven of Pentacles, where you being asked to really take a long, hard look at what it is you're willing to invest, particularly within yourself, okay? And some of you to persevere and to take the lead in your life. You're being asked to embrace more of a leadership role and to really reevaluate that, what you're willing to put in on yourself. It's quite a sharp contrast here between other people. There's been some endings and that you need to let go of regarding other people, but when it comes to you and you alone, you got to take a strong look at what are you willing to invest in yourself. What are you willing to put the work in for yourself? At the foundation, you've got this Five of Cups. I think that Taurus got that. Okay, I am possibly seeing a Pisces here as well. But I feel like there has been, again, there's this maybe family matters, okay, regrets, losses, where somebody's just kind of having to accept their losses. I don't know that you're at the point quite yet where you're willing to put this in reverse and move on, right? This would be kicking the dust off your feet and just accepting your losses and look at that, moving right on with that Six of Swords. I don't think you're there yet, but that's really the next step is what I'm seeing for you. What is it that you need to get a new perspective on? I do see Pluto. Well, it just came out in the reverse. Might have to do with money. I don't know why I heard get rich quick schemes or something like things that you thought were going to prosper you or profit you. You're going to, and it might be generational wealth. There's something going on there, but I do feel with Pluto going through your seventh house of long-term committed partnerships, again, this could be um, through a spouse's wealth, okay, or business partnership wealth in that respect. You're got to get a new perspective um, on this, okay? Um, and mature woman is coming up as what has been disempowering. So it might be from your childhood, an older woman from your childhood, a mother figure who's now up in years, or a grandmother, okay, somebody who's older. Um, if you are the older woman, this is something going way back into your childhood that has been disempowering that needs to be released. Anything else? Anything else? It's, within a family dynamic, okay? Some way of thinking, all right? And I'm getting a lot of, there are disempowering thoughts about the past, okay, that you've got to release and let go of. But there is a new perspective, an enlightening perspective about sacrifices, maybe that needs to be made in terms of abundance, okay, that is actually going to elevate you rather than focusing on this stuff, thinking about the stuff from the past, okay. Some of you, though, thinking about a mother figure or the women in your family or a grandmother. And the ending, I think, might have been work related, okay? Or somebody put in a lot of work into something with other people, and I'm hearing it didn't pan out, okay? It didn't pan out. So now some of you are like, well, let me put the work into me. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, there we go with the partnerships at the foundation. So I think you need to invest, reevaluate what you're going to invest into after having gone through some losses, all right? Protecting yourself from loss. Maybe if you have your own business or side hustle, or you're in a leadership role within a company, you have to really evaluate. I'm getting some kind of loss control. I don't know why, like controlling the stopping the bleeding or something like that. I'm sorry. It's kind of grim, to be honest with you, but you're being asked to embrace this, okay? Like looking at what could go wrong. How do we stop the bleeding? How do we minimize the damage here? I'm hearing something about collateral damage. I don't know, okay? Um, and I think this has to do with people that you've partnered yourself with, maybe decisions you've made, whether it's in your personal life or your professional life. There's been some, grief. This is really honestly like heavy, heavy energy that you got to release. Let's see what the healing advice is for you. Possibly about your love life. Okay. Anything else? Oh, pride, this ego, ego, ego. Okay. And there's that 7 with the Lovers card. All right, so let me see if we can get any final messages for Leo about what needs to be released. Well, I mean, that's so your energy, right, with the sun, but you needing to do some healing or seeing the truth. And again, I'm going back to that hangman, getting some enlightenment on how to move something forward with the ship card. And it might actually involve travel for some of you, okay? But I do feel like it's a lot of self-concern I'm getting here that you need to heal, and it might have to do with your love language, how you show up in partnerships, and it might go back to all the way back to your thinking from childhood or reminiscing about the past. There's got to be a perspective shift on how you come into abundance and healing in this life, but I do think it's on the table, and I hope that you get on from this, whatever this heaviness is. Put this in the reverse, Leo. Wishing you all the best. Be blessed.